Hello beautiful people, this is Tähti with another video. I wanted to talk to you about the unfolding. I was thinking about how manifestation has been unfolding in my life and what has been going inside my mind, and that it is a very common, let's say, tripping up point for many of my clients and what I see just around when we are calling something in, co-creating, yes, and how the answer is being presented to you, but how you basically trip yourself up, and thus you are delaying the manifestation while it could be quicker. So today we will be talking about this, how to recognize that you are on the fast track to manifestation, to your desire becoming materialized in your experience, what to do and what not to do, how to recognize what is going inside your mind. And I hope this will be vastly helpful to you. Recently, I had several experiences when I was actively manifesting something. It was in my business, in my sales, and in my well-being. And after I've done the process, yes, the intentional process of conscious co-creation, which is you decide, you focus your mind, and you stay in the wishful field, I would then immediately receive an insight within myself to go do this. And I noticed that even though it was a direct and instant knowing, a download, yes, the answers to my prayers, yes, as to what to do, my mind would start to question, yes, immediately the thinking, personal, ego-fixing mind would kick in and would go. For example, manifesting a business and sales, I would receive an insight to, let's say, record this, or do this, or post like this. But my mind would be, okay, this is too good to be true. Let's investigate, let's think, let's search for different examples, and let's dig ourselves in research what would be the best way. I just received a direct insight what to do and how to do it. And yet the mind was, is it really it? There must be something else. Another example. I wanted to get fitter because a couple of months ago, I was in a situation, I was being active daily, and it was very good. It was excellent. But I sort of fell out of this routine and I wanted to get back to this. So I intended, okay, show me what is the best way for me to get fit and healthy and just vibrant within myself again. And I received a direct insight. For example, exercise 3 times a day. And I received this insight, and my mind would be, hey, but women are not supposed to be this much active. Would this be really healthy for you? How are you even going to fit this in? While I knew within myself that this insight, exercise 3 times a day, which is not that much, because we should be active and not sedentary couch potatoes, because this is very unhealthy. Like, being active is healthy. So it was a very sound advice, but my mind was going, something is off. I don't like the smell of this advice. These are very banal examples, but you can extrapolate this to any situation that you are currently having in your life. I want you to notice, yes, when are you asking for something, and when are you receiving this direct, immediate insight, and your mind starts going, it can't be this simple, it can't be this easy. Where if it's not supposed to be this, then what? The mind, you need to know this about the mind, it loves fixing, it loves crusade about finding the best way and keeping you in the zone of staying where you are. You already know what to do, you already have the steps of the unfolding, but the mind, yes, can really use so many different, vast, various tricks to stop you from going to a new place where it knows you will change. It will send you on these rounds of thinking, overthinking, and not really moving. Yes, nothing is really changing. When you are manifesting, you are not just asking for things. It's just like, beginner level manifestation, manifesting a coffee, manifesting a bonus at work. And the mind can get addicted to it, to this feeling of, okay, we have the power, we can affect, we can change the reality, we can control the reality, which is not what is manifestation about. What is conscious co-creation is actually becoming a different person, elevating yourself, becoming more true of yourself. And in this process, the mind is sort of losing its controlling forces upon you, and the mind doesn't like this. The mind wants to stay in control. It can't. The mind doesn't know about many things. It thinks it knows, but it doesn't. The bigger you inside that is invisible knows a lot of things, knows the unfolding, and is guiding you actively. But when it sort of overtakes you, when you become majorly your true self instead of being your overthinking mind, the mind will lose its power. It doesn't want it. So, it's a very elaborate ploy to keep you sort of in this very personal ego mind state. There is always a way, and it will become clear to you when you clear and still your mind. Be still and know that I am God. Then you received your inspired action and you go do it. That's it. There is no other complication to think, to elaborate. This is it. You ask, you receive, and you go do it, because you are in the physical 3D universe. I was doing yesterday an Akashic reading session with my beautiful client, and one of the insights that the guides gave us, well, to my client, but it was a beautiful learning for me as well. They said that they have the invisible guides, angels, they have their job, and we have our job. We humans in the manifest 3D world, we have our job, and we can't do their job, and they can't do our job. They have the privilege of knowing more, seeing us, yes, in this vast panorama of moving dots and parts in this manifest universe, and they see more, yes, how it's connected, pertaining to source, to our life purpose, to other destined connections we have with people, etc., etc. But they can't move a finger in the 3D reality because they don't have a body, they don't have a nervous system. Yes, we have they have their privilege, and we as humans in the 3D manifest world, we have the privilege of being here and affecting the reality. We can take a book and flick pages, we can go talk to someone, we can go build something. We don't have as much of a clear connection. Yes, it requires a little bit of training to get to this point of clear knowing. I don't think we can ever have as clear knowing and awareness and transcendence as them, and I don't think it is necessary, because coming here to Earth was a big ordeal, a big privilege, a big waiting, and myself, I consider this life a big gift, and I am super grateful for every moment, every season, and I can appreciate what God has created. So back to the point, what is our privilege? It's being in the 3D reality, affecting things, doing things. So often, I also notice it's one of the pitfalls of mainstream manifestation sometimes, is that we learn that you can create without lifting a finger, and cool, yeah, it's true, because it's what it is. When you use effort and hustle, you are on a goose chase of the personal ego mind. And when you go inside and co-create, yes, through your frequency, through your power of decision and command, it is happening without lifting a finger, without effort. But still, when the inspired action comes, when the inspired events come, you have to go participate. Yes, even if you won the lottery, you would have to go check your email, lift a finger, send them a message that, yes, I accept this prize, again, lifting many fingers, and then receive your prize and go enjoy your money, lifting many fingers. It's again, what I notice is the personal ego mind, its biggest task is to keep you where you are, unchanged. Going and doing things changes you because you earn new experiences that give you information, and your mind will be stimulated. It will think new thoughts, and you will inevitably be changing your perspective. You will be becoming a new grown person with more insights, more perspective, more wisdom. This is what your higher self wants, for you to expand and to have a more cooler experience on earth, to enjoy this place. Yes, except doing your mission. Yes, you are also here to enjoy. But again, the mind's primary objective is to keep you in one place, and that's why it will always try to, it thinks it is protecting you. So it's not that it's an evil entity. No, of course not. It's just that it is its way of protecting you, and this is the only way that it knows of, being this sneaky, a little bit overbearing sort of parent that is hiding things from you sometimes and keeping you in the dark so that you don't know how big and cool this world is, because, oh my god, you may change and you may leave the nest and enjoy your life. So when you have asked, you may be sure that immediately the answer and the steps and the thing you want, thing, person, whatever, situation, money, whatever it is, it has been broadcasted, sent to you, and your job is to receive and not to block the receiving. And when you are second guessing yourself, you are basically affirming a belief that you don't trust yourself. Yes, that you need to ask a tarot reader, you need to research, you need to this. Instead of taking this risk of going with your insight, of course we want to make sure that we are doing a good choice, making a good decision for our life, especially if this is something big. Like when I was leaving my job into the great unknown, well, it took me many months to make this decision, and I could have made this sooner to save myself many months of pain and being in a situation that I felt was expired. It wasn't bringing me any joy anymore, and I was just stuck in this limbo of ending what I know should have ended already. But it was a big decision, so I took some time to double check that my insight was good, and it was good. Everything turned out brilliantly, and I grew, and I started my business, blah blah blah. Another story. But when you are continually doubting yourself, you are not doing yourself any favor. It is completely backwards. Yes, the mind thinks that unless you are 100% certain, only then you can go do something. But it's flipped. It's backwards. You gain certainty after the action. And I know it's infuriating. I know it. But it is the only way, the only way that I found. Maybe someone else will have a different experience, but from my experience, me manifesting many things for many years, I found that the way how you grow your power in the most expedient and biggest way is to grow trust in yourself. And you can grow trust in yourself when you have an insight, and even if the entire world and your friends and your family are saying something different, but you know it is true, you go and do it. It is betting on an unknown, and it is super scary to the mind, I know, but when you do it, you are expanding the part of you that knows more, and you are growing trust within yourself. You are growing a body of evidence of how the inspired action and how true insight, true knowing feels within you. This is priceless. This is something that can't be bought for anything, that can be read in any book, and that no one can ever take this away from you. So this is like a permanent learning when you do this, and you can do this only through experience, and only when you have this knowing inside, inspired next step, and you go and do it, even when it's super scary, because this is when the manifestation is living through you. Yes, it's being alive and birthed through you. You want to experience your manifestation in the 3D world, so you have to go and do and co-participate in the unfolding, because it's a triad. receiving the Holy Spirit inspiration, your 3D body in this manifest world, doing the things that are most good, most true, most beautiful, which is the will of God. And you know this through your mind, which is connected to the Holy Spirit. I always want to wrap up the topics in like 5 minutes to give you something nice and short and digestible, but I end up talking for so long. Anyway, I hope that you found it helpful. I hope that it helps you in your particular situation when you are facing and experiencing this unfolding, and you have this urge, this learned habit that you can easily unlearn if you practice, of doubting yourself, and you need to confirm keeping yourself stuck. You don't want to be stuck. You want to keep moving. You want to keep growing your body of evidence of that the unfolding works and that you can trust within yourself. And you do this only through acting. Because even if the true conscious co-creation is without lifting a finger, which means only without effort and without hustle and without struggle. And as you keep practicing this, your manifestation will speed up. You will feel better. You will feel more vital. There won't be any confusion, endless deliberation about things, what to do, etc. Because you will be continually plugged in to the operational system of Source, and it will be natural. It will be your fuel, and you will be open to create things that right now you can't even dream about. So good they are. Alright, my beautiful people. I intend that this brings you prosperity and joy and helps you on your way. I am soon opening a brand new 3-month experience for women who want to stop hustling, stop struggling, stop overthinking, and enter their receivership era. We will be learning how to ditch the masculine grinding and how to enter softness and soft power that commands the reality through your presence and through your inner power. This is an approach and experience that I designed based on the success of my clients and how the conscious co-creation has been for me, my personal journey. We will be recalibrating your nervous system to receive everything that you desire and dream of and more. And there will be also energetic activations that are intended to dismantle the many layers of your conditioning and open you up to receive. And also, I will be sharing with you energetic transmission to enhance your youth and your beauty, as I have been doing it for myself. When you ditch the masculine grip and effort and soften, your tissues soften and you begin to glow from the inside. This work turns back time, literally. If you are interested and if you are watching this, I know this is for you, then you can sign up. It will be in the description. There will be an early bird prize to join. And yeah, I'm looking forward to welcoming you there. You are beautiful, you are powerful. Keep on receiving. See you in the next videos.